All right, welcome back, mates. Crypto Leverage Trading Group, 1 p.m. 1 p.m. And we are going to talk about Ethereum really quickly after last night, after reaching all-time highs. What we saw, many of you may know, whales shifted about 1 billion in Ether last night as Ethereum surged above 1,900. Obviously, that was all-time high levels. But simultaneously, we saw roughly about 3 to 4 hour candles, meaning 1 hour, 4 1 hour candles of compressed reds last night on the Ethereum chart, and they were compressed candles, which to me is very very bullish, in the sense that it pretty much held that 1900 level, even dealing with a billion in ether being moved out. I mean, so that's something you need to think about and kind of comprehend. Never really seen that kind of level of right at 1900, right? We've seen that. We saw that in Bitcoin, for example, at 50,000. We saw two huge red candles, right? Institutional programs selling, most likely, whales selling. We can check all that out if you hit the on-chain metrics. If you're in the Cryptoballer Discord, the on-chain metrics text channel for a lot of the metrics out there. There's a lot of really good quality, respectable on-chain analysts that do incredible work in the cryptoverse. But this is basically what we saw. You can also track this on Twitter. There's a wreck alert, whale alert as well, for dumpings and whale dumpings and all that stuff. Not only dumpings, but also accumulation. But you can see here, according to data shared by Whale Alert over past 10 hours, anonymous holders of large amounts of Ethereum have shifted. Look at that number, 959,712,909 in Ethereum. That's 500,396 Ether coins. Think about that. Each of these transferred carried around 19,000 Ethereum. Obviously, all these are anonymous, right? And that's decentralized. That's the world of decentralized currency, right? Anonymous. And you can see the Whale Alert updates here all the way down. So you can subscribe to that on Twitter and follow that Whale Alert feed. You'll get those for Bitcoin and Ethereum and some others very regularly. But at the same time, again, Ethereum hits an all-time high. We've seen this before in Bitcoin. Crossing that 1900 threshold, which got us above that 1860 level that we've talked about for the last 2 weeks, as Ethereum is consolidated, just like Bitcoin is consolidated, right? Building up a little bit of a base to spring. We call that a spring load, okay, where we're loading up our leverage plays, whether 5, 10, 240, or maybe you're going a little higher leverage at 20x, but you're loading up your leverage plays for that spring, okay? And then we call it a spring load during the continuation and consolidation pattern. And then we play the move, just like the whales did. These whales got in. If you look at it, appears as though a lot of whales have accumulated in that 1600 to 1700 range after accumulating in that 700 to 900 range. Okay. And now they've dumped. Okay. But the key thing here is Ethereum has held. Okay. It hasn't collapsed back down to 1800. Okay. Santiment is another one you can follow on Twitter. Really great information for metrics. They post daily. And then, of course, we use CryptoQuant for analytics for the Cryptoballers group in terms of trying to get an idea of how we can play the market in the next 10 days, right? So it's pretty critical that you want to look at it in this perspective. We saw a wick down last night of 1878. And that was as low as it went after crossing the 1900 threshold, while over a billion Ether moved away. Okay. We've been in this ascending channel now, and we have that resistance we've always had. We're potentially above 19. I think we got as high as 1929, 19, on some exchanges. That's our new resistance level. Everything above that's new price discovery, right? We all accept that, gone to that. We also want to look at the divergence of supply, and that's really what's impacting this right now with Ethereum. The supply of Ethereum is coming down on exchanges, okay? That's what's holding this at 1900. It's the limited supply on these exchanges for accumulation. All right, mates.